So now we begin the mantra practice to balance the Kapha dosha. Mantra practice is one of the most resonant experiences for most people who have dosha imbalance in Kapha. Reason being that Kapha is primarily earth and water, so there is a nourished dynamic to the Kapha experience, and this allows for a deep connection to devotion. Devotional practices tend to be those that Kapha is most attracted to. And so the mantra practice is one that draws a great deal of attention, which is important because one of the common struggles of Kapha dosha is feeling lethargic or feeling as though we don't have the energy to move forward. So mantra can often be a great way of committing to practice for those imbalanced in Kapha dosha. We are going to work with 3 different mantras, as we have with all the mantra practices in this course. There are 3 of my favorites. We are going to start with a Shiva mantra. It's a longer one. All 3 of these mantras are a bit long, but there's a loveliness in that because they're very, very melodic. And again, this has a beautiful draw for Kapha. The Shiva mantra in particular also draws forth the energy of Parvati and of Tripura Sundari. In this way, because all 3 of their energies are of the more subtle, we start to cultivate the air and space element, which are 2 elements that tend to be lacking in those with imbalanced Kapha dosha. Then we will work on a Sita Ram mantra, again one of my favorites. And the reason that Sita Ram is so fantastic for Kapha dosha is because Ram holds much of the energy of Manipura, of the fire element that's so needed for Kapha. This mantra too incorporates Hanuman, which is a lovely addition, especially again because Kapha dosha so easily experiences this devotional dynamic. And devotion is the life of Hanuman. And then we will end with one of the mantras we always used to end with, still do sometimes at Saraswati River Yoga, the end of our sadhanas or our teacher trainings. We would chant the Karpura Garam. The Karpura Garam is a love song between Shiva and Parvati. Much like we have done with all of the Ayurveda videos, we have worked on balancing the dosha, so on drawing forth the elements that aren't present. And then I always include something to cultivate or appreciate the liberated context of that dosha. And for Kapha, with the experience of mantra, the devotional aspect and the love, this impersonal quality of love is very, very profound. And so with this last mantra, we'll get to feel the positive benefit of the Kapha dosha. This particular video in regards to mantra is much more kirtan-esque than the other mantras. Many times we've had mantra practice where it's been steady, we've done a whole mala. This will be far more attuned to that energy. And this is a great video to practice if you're feeling the desire to come back to that elevated quality of practice that often draws us in when the lethargy is present, when we feel that we've lost our commitment. Sometimes we just need to be reminded of the rasa of devotion. We need to taste it again in order to come back fully into our practice. And so we'll start by sitting up tall, get comfortable. Unless you're going to be chanting this as you're doing things, which is perfectly acceptable too. If you're taking this as its own practice, take a moment, settle yourself in. Settle into your breath. Settle into being breathed. Settle into a relationship with the breath where you're receiving it rather than taking it. One of the common experiences with Kapha, as I said, is this lethargy. If we can allow ourselves to stay present and awake, even while we come into a space of effortlessness, we can start to burn through some of this lethargy. But feel what in your attention allows you to be awake. Maybe it's the depth of your breath. Maybe it's sensorial. Maybe you feel the breeze on your skin. Maybe there's a lovely scent in the air. Allow yourself to rest and yet be awake. Reach through the crown of your head as if it were holding up the sky. And as we chant these mantras, you can do so internally or externally. Shed the weight of perfection. This is about connecting to the feeling rather than it is some idealism or perfection. The words, as always, will be on the screen. And with this first mantra, allow yourself to soften into the space of consciousness that is Shiva, Parvati, and Tripura Sundari. Shiva Maheshwara, Shiva Kameshwara, Shiva Bhuvaneshwara, Gurudev, Shiva Shankara, Shiva Mahadeva, Sadashivaya, Gurudev, Shiva Maheshwara, Shiva Kameshwara, Shiva Bhuvaneshwara, Gurudev, Shiva Shankara, Shiva Mahadeva, Sadashivaya, Gurudev. Shiva Maheshwara, Shiva Kameshwara, Shiva Bhuvaneshwara, Gurudev, Shiva Shankara, Shiva Mahadeva, Sadashivaya, Gurudev, Shiva Maheshwara, Shiva Kameshwara, Shiva Bhuvaneshwara, Gurudev, Shiva Shankara, Shiva Mahadeva, Sadashivaya, Gurudev. Shiva Maheshwara, Shiva Kameshwara, Shiva Bhuvaneshwara, Gurudev, Shiva Shankara, Shiva Mahadeva, Sadashivaya, Gurudev, Shiva Maheshwara, Shiva Kameshwara, Shiva Bhuvaneshwara, Gurudev, Shiva Shankara, Shiva Mahadeva, Sadashivaya, Gurudev. Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Parvati. Om Namah Tripura Sundari. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Ma Parvati Lalita Devi Namaha. Shiva Maheshwara Shiva Kameshwara Shiva Bhuvaneshwara Gurudev Shiva Shankara Shiva Mahadeva Sadashivaya Gurudev Shiva Maheshwara Shiva Kameshwara Shiva Bhuvaneshwara Gurudev Shiva Shankara Shiva Mahadeva Sadashivaya Gurudev Shiva Maheshwara Shiva Kameshwara Shiva Bhuvaneshwara Gurudev Shiva Shankara Shiva Mahadeva Sadashivaya Gurudev Shiva Maheshwara Shiva Kameshwara Shiva Bhuvaneshwara Gurudev Shiva Shankara Shiva Mahadeva Sadashivaya Gurudev Shiva Maheshwara, Shiva Kameshwara, Shiva Bhuvaneshwara, Gurudev, Shiva Shankara, Shiva Mahadeva, Sadashivaya, Gurudev, Shiva Maheshwara, Shiva Kameshwara, Shiva Bhuvaneshwara, Gurudev, Shiva Shankara, Shiva Mahadeva, Sadashivaya, Gurudev. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Parvati. Om Namah Tripura Sundari. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Ma Parvati Lalita Devi Namaha. Shiva Maheshwara, Shiva Kameshwara, Shiva Bhuvaneshwara, Gurudev, Shiva Shankara, Shiva Mahadeva, Sadashivaya, Gurudev, Shiva Maheshwara, Shiva Kameshwara, Shiva Bhuvaneshwara, Gurudev, Shiva Shankara, Shiva Mahadeva, Sadashivaya, Gurudev. Jai Sitaram, Jai Sitaram, Bajrangi Jai Hanuman, Jai Sitaram, Jai Sitaram, Bajrangi Jai Hanuman. 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 Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram, Bolo Sitaram. Jai Sitaram, Jai Sitaram, Bajrangi Jai Hanuman. 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 Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram. Hanuman Gosai Jai, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram, Bolo Sita Ram. Jai Sita Ram, Jai Sita Ram, Bajrangi Jai Hanuman. Jai Sita Ram, Jai Sita Ram, Bajrangi Jai Hanuman. Jai Sita Ram, Jai Sita Ram, Bajrangi Jai Hanuman. Bajrangi Jai Hanuman. Bajrangi Jai Hanuman. Karpuragauram Karunavataram samsara saram Bhujagindraharam Saravasantam Hridaya-ravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Karpuragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagindraharam Sadavasandham Hridaya-ravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Karpuragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagindraharam Saravasantam Hridaya-ravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Karpuragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagindraharam Sadavasandham Hridaya-ravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Karpuragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagindraharam Saravasantam Hridaya-ravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Karpuragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Pujagindraharam Sada Vasandham Hridaya Ravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Karpuragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Pujagindraharam Sada Vasantam Hridaya Ravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Karpuragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Pujagindraharam Sada Vasandham Hridaya Ravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Karpuragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Pujagindraharam Sada Vasantam Hridaya Ravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Karpuragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Pujagindraharam Sada Vasandham Hridayavinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Karpuragauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Pujagindraharam Sada Vasandham Hridayavinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Now allow yourself to rest in the energy that you've cultivated. Such beautiful mantra, such beautiful vibration. This is one way that we can access this experience of restful presence, is in the utter surrender that comes after mantra practice. That way that you are effortlessly present and yet vibrating at a high frequency. It might be nice to lie down, unless you've been singing and dancing. It might be nice to lie on the floor and just soak up the energy. Kapha is the dosha of nourishment. As I've said before, there's imbalanced states with the doshas, but there are also liberated qualities. They are elemental. Not everything needs balancing. Some aspects of it need celebrating. And this quality of kapha that allows us to access devotion, to access these practices on a level that nourishes us deeply. This is a vital, vital part of kapha in and of itself. Whenever you're ready to, you can ease out of your practice. Always take the time to make a transition, whether it's a few breaths, or simply a recognition that you're in the body again, that you've integrated these energies. And when you're ready to, as you're ready to, you can shift out of your practice. Om Shanti.